Alright, let's try this one. It's Grace Jones and it's called Strange. Strange, I've seen that face before. The chords are based on that tango by Astor Piazzolla, Libertango. So we'll just follow the chords and see how they work out. It's basically 1, 2, 4, 5. So it's A minor to B to D minor to E, and then it goes on. But because it's tango, it's nice to have those descending chords that you get in tango a lot. And Grace Jones didn't really rely much on the tango bits of this song, so I've put them in. I've referenced a little bit to Astor Piazzolla, and I play in my A up here, A minor, and I go down to the B, which is down here, but I use those, and then the D minor I play here, something like this, down here. So what I do is I use the I try to put the bits of the tango back into it when I'm singing the verse. So I'm playing finger style here with thumb on the A string, and I like keeping that A string open all the way down because it's nice. So I play the thumb on the A string, and I use the next 3 strings. I stay on those. So here we go, we hit the A, and then we do this little melody in that comes from, it's not exactly Libertango, but it's more or less, it gets out some of the nice notes. So I go on the second string, on the B string, I do this hammer-on business. And then hit it's an F, isn't it, with my little finger. Then I go down to the next fret down, do exactly the same measure. I go down one more fret to play the D minor, which is slightly different. I'm hammering on the third string. Oh no, I'm not. I'm hammering on the B string again, but the second fret up from this. So it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret. So I'm up here on the A minor, just hitting barring this 5th fret, forgetting about the 6th string and even the 1st string, although you can play it. So I'm just doing this little melody. That's exactly the same, just 1 fret down. And in fact that's still in the D minor. No, it's not, it's in the B. Strange, I've seen that face before, seen him knocking at my door, hanging around my door. So here we go. When I sing the first verse, I'm doing this little thing as a background. Strange, I've seen his face before, seen him knocking at my back, to A minor. So that's basically it. A minor, but playing these middle 5 strings, 4 strings. See if you can learn that, because you can play this bit. It's not hard. You just got to remember to do it while you're singing the verse. Strange, I've seen his face before. Down to this D minor. Seen. That's the only difference you make. You hammer on the 2nd fret up. Then just play because it fits in hanging around my door. Okay, that's the first part of the first verse. Same goes for the second verse, and then you got like a third a bit in the middle, which is kind of a talky thing with different chords, and then the third verse is exactly the same chord sequence. Okay, so that's the first part of the first verse. Now after we gone seeing him knocking at my door, hanging around my door, now the next bit goes like a hawk stealing out his prey. Am I doing that right? No. Like the hawk stealing out his prey. See those change notes? This first chord I do is this, what is it? Is it a flatted fifth or is it a sharp ninth? It's on C anyway. And you look at the, the chord shapes, you'll work out what it is for yourself. I think it's a sharp ninth. Like a hawk stealing out its prey, and then this chord, which could be a B flat ninth, or it could be some kind of diminished chord. Like the hawk stealing out its prey. Like the night, I'm singing in the wrong key, aren't I? Like the night, seen him knocking at the door. Like the night, something like that. Diddle down. Oh, what? Like the hawk stealing out his prey. And then down one fret, same chord shape, whatever this chord is. Like the night following the day. That's an E, and then you hit your thumb on the E string. That's the end of the whole verse. It goes string, string. I've seen his face before. Seen him hanging round my door. Now this C sharp ninth. Like a hawk stealing out its prey. Nice changing chords from this to this. Like the night, leading to the E. That's the first verse, and it is also the second verse. The second verse is, I've got the words at the end. The second verse is, strange, he follows me back home, footsteps echoing on home, rainy night in Houseman Boulevard. You know what? I changed the lyrics in this. The lyrics is rainy nights in Houseman Boulevard, and then she goes Parisian music playing from the bars. Parisian, there's no such word. That's an American word. It's either Parisian or it's Parisienne. So I leave out Parisian and I put in something else, so bal de musette, which is what you're more likely to hear in a Parisian bar. When you're going to a bar in Paris, you're going to hear Parisian music, so it's superfluous. So I say bal de musette, or I say Django Reinhardt. Django Reinhardt. Django Reinhardt. Seeping from the bars. Okay, it's the first two verses. Okay, here's the middle bit, which is spoken in French. But here's the chords for that. It's basically, you've done these chords before. It's this C, whatever, sharp ninth. So it goes, the chord sequence goes this C sharp ninth, back to that, whatever the fuck that is. What is that? That's F. So it goes from the C sharp ninth to an F flat ninth. It's just really these two again, changing notes. And then you go to a D minor 7th flat 5th, which is basically barring the first fret of the top 4 strings. Here's your D, here's your, so there's your D, that's your D minor, that's your D minor 7th. Here's your D minor 7th flat 5th. That's the G sharp, which is, it goes from the G sharp, just play these 4 notes. And then it goes to a G, but you emphasize the bass. So here's your thumb on the E string playing a G, and then the rest of it is just the G chord, just playing the 2nd, 3rd and 4th string. So you go from this D minor, whatever, naturally to a G, and then you go back to this E flat 9th, resolving naturally to an E. So the words go like this. What do you think? Something like tu cherches. What the fuck are the words? Yeah. Tu cherches quoi? À rencontre la mort. What are you looking for? You're looking for death. Tu cherches quoi? Rencontre la mort. Tu te prends pour qui? You hold it for who? Tu te prends pour qui? And then you go into the G. Tu te prends pour qui? And the last line is toi aussi. Toi aussi, tu détestes la vie. This means you too, you hate life. Toi aussi, tu détestes la vie. Then back into the verse. So that's good. I started off before I sing the verses, just doing that little, introducing them. He stands there all alone. Something chills me to the bone. Whatever the words are. That's great. Try it out. It really works. And you can add a phaser to it if you like. If you've got one of them little pedal things, which gives it a sort of a whirly effect. Try it. It's really it really works. You can't get all the sort of the effects that Grace Jones gives it, but when you're singing on your own with a guitar, it goes down quite well. Don't forget to subscribe and seeing other sort of things that I've mucked about with that you might like. Great stuff.